Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Sonny Gray gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Smith. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak, maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
He's through first and hustling for second.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Into the box, Lou Brock. Fouled off. Gray, the former Yankee, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He's got it. Quick throw to first by Morgan, and that's the first down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Michael Lee. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with one down. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Bench corrals it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Stan Musial, trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. Into the corner, he makes the catch to end the inning. One left for the Cardinals. Cardinals nothing. Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Miles Michaelis, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Now batting, Barry Larkin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Smith will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Batting second, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Standing in, Joe Morgan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 2-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Smith is up with it. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Batting third, no outfielder, George Foster.
Ready now for Cincinnati. George Foster. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Line towards center field. Brock will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Digging in now, Yadier Molina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Two and one.
One strike.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
Two and two.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Paul DeYoung would be next. And the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Goldschmidt is off at first with 2 away.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Cards leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. He's 2 for 10 in the series coming into today. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Lee is there to put it away for route number 1.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Johnny Bench.
In now for the Reds, Johnny Bench. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. The 1-1.
Hey!
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Adam Dunn.
Now they'll have to deal here with Adam Dunn. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. Fouled away. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and into bat next, the pitcher Miles Michaelis. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie.
Now at the plate, Ozzie Smith. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded to the right. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Lou.
Over to first, Gray, and he'll dive back in. Third inning, no score to this point. At the plate now, Lou Brock. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Morgan ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
At the plate, Michael Lee, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and two now. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 2-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the upper deck and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Eric Davis.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping up now, Eugenio Suarez. A 1-1 home.
2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. And he got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate, Sonny Gray got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number one in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
And he'll indeed square on 3-1 as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Stepping in, Barry Larkin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
2 strikes.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Reds leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now in the box, Rogers Hornsby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, number 302 career. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Into the box, Paul DeYoung. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly to Morgan at the bag. Over to Perez, and it's a double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Fouled off. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cardinals lead it 4-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And Joe Morgan strides up to the plate.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Brock is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, George Foster.
Striding in once again, George Foster hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Popped him up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony Perez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Ready for another chance? Johnny Bench, man at first after the 2-out walk. Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 4-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. the 2-1.
Ball.
Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Up next to the
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Lucas Sims is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
Stepping in now, Lou Brock. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Joe Morgan at second. And that's the first out.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Ready to take his hacks again, Michael Lee, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Up next to the Cardinals, the left fielder, Dan Musial.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Stan Musial. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. And that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone. And he handled it really nice.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 5-0. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They're still staring at a 0 in the hits column, so it's certainly been a struggle, but he did give credit to the pitching they've faced. That said, he said it's important they keep pushing to figure out how to break through without getting overly frustrated. It's time to simplify things as much as possible, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Adam Dunn. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
2-1 to count. Done with that open stance, and here's the pitch. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Now at the plate, Eric Davis. He drew a walk his first time up. And there's ball 2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Ken Griffey will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30, Ken Griffey.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. That pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
In now, Barry Larkin. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready for another shot now, Joe Morgan. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Full count now. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Stepping into the box, George Foster. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the payoff pitch home. On a line, that's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate, Tony Perez. Swung on and bounced toward Rogers Hornsby at second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So they do strike for two, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Reds 2. Michael Lorenzen will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Michael Lorenzen.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Yadier Molina, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. This is skied into short left center. Davis is in a ways as he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Lorenzen, 28 years old. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
3-1 to him now. And he fouls this one off.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Sliced hard on the ground. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that's out. Hey! You got a full count. 3-2.
Skied into very shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're still out in front, 5-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Johnny Bench. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Still even at 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
The batter, the right fielder, Adam Judge.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. John Brebbia will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Into the box now, Adam Dunn. He singled his last time up. And he misses 2-1.
The count is 2-1.
Fouled away. "5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Eric Davis. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Musial is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail 5-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Amir Garrett is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Nicholas Castellanos is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the 1st out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Ozzie Smith. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. The 1-2. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lou Brock.
So digging in now, Lou Brock. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 2-2 sent out to straightaway center field. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and it remains 5-2. Jordan Hicks will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Jordan Hicks.
So striding forward now, Eugenio Suarez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Outside 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos.
1 strike.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Three and 1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
The 3-2 pitch is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's a 5-3 game now.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
Stepping in now, Barry Larkin. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the 2nd baseman, Joe Morgan.
So stepping in, Joe Morgan. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Another try at 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center.
Brock ranges back.
On the warning track, he makes the catch. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Reds 3. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 23, Archie Bradley.
Ready once again, Michael Lee earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Full count now, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Stan Musial. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. The 1-1 home. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. Over to Perez, and it's a double play.
Up next to the Cardinals, the second baseman.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Digging in once again, Rogers Hornsby. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes on 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Striding into the box, Yadier Molina. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Fastball well outside.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, as it is now 7-3.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until, clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. Hard liner to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. But the Cards do strike for two, both coming on this two-run dinger. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Reds 3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. John Gant will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Matt Carpenter will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Hit in the air to center field. Brock waits on it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Ready now, Tony Perez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 2-1 home. Drilled to the right side, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
So now to the plate, Johnny Bench. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Jason Isringhausen will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Jesse Winker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Jesse Winker.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Still only 1 out in the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Lee in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, number 44.
Stepping up to the plate, Eric Davis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now 7-5. Matt Bowman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Matt Bowman.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Paul DeYoung, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. A runner at first with no outs here. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castellanos will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Striding in, Ozzie Smith. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate, Lou Brock. Down the left field line and deep. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Michael Lee would be next. A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Nothing further in the Cardinal 9th. Last chance now for the Reds. They're on the short end of a 7-5 score. Giovanni Gallegos comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And the payoff pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
The Reds down to their last strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. St. Louis led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Miles Michaelis gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Sonny Gray was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Giovanni Gallegos closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Reds, 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Miles Michaelis. His record is now 1-0.